Hey, 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 what's up, y'all? What's going on? Rebel Sun here. I am hosting tonight in my palatial mansion here. Uh, guys, we're a little late. I had to take care of some things, but the gentlemen are waiting. They're anticipating giving you guys a great show tonight. Without much further delay, let me bring the guys on. What's up? Conscious? Okay. King Payne's not here yet. What's up, Christian?
Hey, what's going on, sir?
Much trying to get everything squared away. Bring in the founding father that was here when we had the Underground Railroad.
Oh God.
These my nicotine. These my lady nicotine.
Oh God! And you know, I didn't think about it. I hope I'm not triggering her because I have red on. Is it okay?
Oh my God, is that Tracy apartment?
Well, yeah, because her apartment is the size of my bedroom, so yeah, it could be. Y'all, this is my bedroom, guys. I'm sorry that I was late.
I know you moving, aren't you moving?
Yes, I have a couple of more days here. My friends are coming here tonight to move some stuff with me. So guys, you know, I'm just waiting for the other guys. What's been going on with y'all this last week though? You know, Jay?
Oh my God, what has not gone on? You know, I mean, people just been coming, and you know, like these people who are mentally unstable coming from me. This is crazy. Now I got this lady named Story Dory, or whatever, Diamond Zirconia. She's just coming after me. It's just a whole mess. But I'm good though. Other than that, I'm good. Oh Lord, he done got his chest here.
Yeah. Oh yes, it's complete.
All right. Is that the Phoenix?
It is.
All right.
Black,
All right. Okay. Wait. Conscious.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
Bring it on down. Bring it on.
I like it. I like the color,
Thank you.
baby. Okay.
Thank you.
Matter of fact,
Christian.
I have a tattoo vlog that's going to premiere at 9:30. So if you guys want to see the ins and outs, just check out my channel at 9:30.
Okay. Captivating. What about yourself?
Yes, sir. Just laying low, watching the hearings and just really taking care of self. But yeah, pretty much.
Hold on, guys.
So if you take your
Question for you. Oh my goodness. Okay, come on, Burger King. Have you seen Andre Leon Talley? You see what he's going through?
I was watching you and I saw what you were talking about.
Hot mess.
That's crazy. That's crazy. King Payne, what's been going on with you this past week? King Payne?
Yo, that crown.
That crown too tight.
That crown.
Late and mute.
Are you King Payne? You.
Hello, King
Hello.
Payne. Hello.
We can't
It's
hear
the
you.
situation, girl. It's the frozeration.
Okay.
Oh
Is he?
Lord. I don't know. He got that crown on looking like Burger.
Okay. Thank you, Anthony. Yes. So guys, so what were you saying, Jay? So what was going on with him? I listened to what you were saying.
Well, first of all, of course, if you don't know who Andre Leon Talley is, he was the creative director at Vogue and the editor at large at Vogue. And he worked with Anna Wintour. And so now this man who is 72 years old, been in his house for 16 years, he made a gentleman's agreement because his credit or something was shaky. Well, the men now want to sell a home, and they said he owes $516,000 on this home, and they said he needs to come up with it or he's going to get kicked out. He said he's already put $1,075,000 into the home. And so I'm like, wow. And he trusted these men. They've been friends for 40 years. And so these white dudes are like, you're going to have to get out. But the sad part about him is he wrote that ugly book on the fashion industry, and now I guess it's payback. So it's crazy.
That's crazy. It's definitely, everything that glitters is not gold.
Yeah. And this is the thing that bothers me with him. He went to North Carolina Central State, which is the HBCU, but the only thing he will talk about was his degree at Brown University because it's Ivy League. But what he doesn't realize is he got into Brown because of NCCU. So it's crazy. But anyway, don't neglect your black folk. Your black grandmama didn't let white people in her house. Okay. So anyway.
Okay.
Anyway, so let me move on. Go ahead, Rebel. Yeah, but I just thought
sounded slightly racist.
Huh? What'd you say?
That sounded slightly racist. Sounded like you said, "Don't let white people in your house."
Well, that's what his brother. She grew up in
That's
Jim
a change.
Crow.
Wait.
Hold on. Let me get to that. She grew up in Jim Crow and she didn't trust white people.
Right.
And now
Yeah,
he trusted these white folk. They get ready to take his house. Boo. The sad part about him though is that he treated people ugly too. And see, it's easy to be in that complex when you were in the in group, but now you on the outs, and now you want to complain about it.
And do we run to him do we run to his aid now? Because was he there for us before?
Well, he's there for the black girls, Tyra Banks and Naomi Campbell. You know, I am.
So they come put him up somewhere?
I don't know. They need
Okay,
to
that part.
Yeah, if they love him that much. But let me say this: everything glitter ain't gold. That's all.
But
Okay.
this is all gold on period.
You know.
I'm right with that crown.
Okay.
Oh, okay. How's your past week been, Payne?
It's amazing. It feels like we've been gone forever. Like y'all canceled last week. What happened?
We canceled last week.
Yeah, well, you know. Okay, well, we were.
I had to cancel last week too. I was on my way to Texas last week.
Okay, nobody had no internet. Oh, I got my electric bill.
Well, how much is it?
Well, it's unusually high. It's $133.
That's not bad.
It's not bad, but it's usually 80 to 120. But it could have been worse because I was looking for something.
That's a cheap bill, Jay. Because
we're getting a bill for like
my bill is sometimes more than that in an apartment. Well, this last bill actually was 100 and something after everything's happened, I guess. But
okay,
you know, why would it even? Because the lights were out for days.
I know that's the thing. How have the lights been off and it's that much? But you know, Rebel, you got them extra electric things they have to plug in, so you know it sucks a lot of energy out.
Because they pass off the cost of the repairs to the consumers.
That what?
They pass off the cost of the
What happened?
of the storm to the consumers, to you guys. So say that the storm came and it just messed things up a lot. You know what I'm saying? And they have to make a lot of repairs. They're going to pass that cost off to you guys.
I'm stuck on the extra equipment that you need to use to plug in.
Oh,
okay.
Me? I thought we was on King Payne. Okay.
Who got extra equipment?
You know, Rebel got one of them candy dungeons up in that apartment. Okay, be plugging them things.
Well, no, all that is battery operated.
In
case the lights go out, you can still have fun.
Okay. Moving right along.
You know, well, I didn't have anything because I had a warm body.
Yeah, Conscious is trying to be cute over there and flossing and stuff. So let's move on because he look like he got other things to do. He got his little chest painted. Let's go.
Oh, okay. Guys, so you know what? In light of all this happened, this goes into our first question I wanted you guys to address, which is, how do you guys prepare for a national disaster? Are you prepared? Are you prepared, Brother Jay, for a natural disaster?
Yes, because when they said that snowstorm was coming, I immediately went to the grocery store, filled up my car, and made sure that my bathtub had water in it just in case I had to flush a stool or three. So I wanted to make sure that was okay. So I was used to the winter storm, and then being from Florida, I'm used to the hurricane. So that's how we prepare. But I wasn't prepared for this large storm. I don't think the electric companies was prepared, and the internet and the water companies. Do you not know people still don't have water in some places in Texas?
That's crazy. That's crazy. Now, what about you, King Payne? How do you prepare? Are you prepared?
He get
You know, because you guys mostly have like fires, so you know y'all don't really deal with a lot of weather
Well, I had a
some
big
history.
fire before. My house was burned down before, right before
But
I
I'm
got on.
saying like something that's a national,
Uh,
not not
yeah,
a
yeah, but
house.
I'm ready for like earthquake or whatever. I got some foods up here. I can last like
Well,
what I'm
yeah,
saying,
you do
probably
have the
a month.
earthquakes.
Yes, we have earthquakes here in Cal. Well, allegedly there's we sit on San Andreas Fault, allegedly Los Angeles, so there could be a big earthquake, you know, anytime or whatever. And allegedly, LA is supposed to separate from California. That's
That
what
ain't
they say.
allegedly. That's true. That's real fact.
That is not gonna happen,
Okay.
Oh,
and that's just on
Con-
period. People is
conscious.
crazy,
What about
but I'm
yourself?
prepared though.
Are you
Yes, I'm
prepared? What
prepared.
do you do? Have you got stocked? Are you stocked up, or do you just
Of,
wait till it
of,
happens?
of course, I'm prepared. Sugar daddy number 1, sugar daddy number 2, sugar
No,
daddy
when
number
I say
3, sugar
prepared,
daddy
I'm
number
talking
4.
about for disaster. I'm not
God.
talking about what.
So, yeah,
Sure.
sugar daddy number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 are going to get me out of my natural disaster. They're going to helicopter
Okay.
me out of the house. They're going to cash out me the coin that I need. Okay, they're going to send a private limo to pick a kid up and take me to safety. Okay, yes, of course.
Oh, okay. Well,
When you have
okay.
sugar
Well,
daddy,
send a boat or something over here when it floods. Send a
You have sugar
canoe or
daddies in South
something.
Carolina with
oh,
Well, I got food.
period.
Okay, I got canned goods. Okay, on period. I got top ramens. Okay, I don't even eat that, so it's just storage. You know what I'm saying?
You
I
have
got
top raiment. You have some tops. Yeah. What else?
Oh,
yes.
you
You know what I'm
fancy,
saying?
girl.
I
Top
always keep
wrong.
a top around. Okay, on period. But I think that I have enough things here. If something were to happen, like right now, to sustain me for at
So
least
you wouldn't have to run the
a
subway or
month.
call Grubhub to get anything.
No, I
You
would
will
want to,
you will have
but
to eat
I
bologna.
would be unable to because of the natural disaster. Come on, you guys have to put yourself in it. Ugh,
Come through
what's going
bologna.
on?
Cap. What about yourself?
Um, some canned goods, water, bottled water, of course, and some other things. But usually, normally, before it comes, we usually run to the store and do a big grocery haul and kind of hunker down. But
But they wasn't able to do that in Dallas because they didn't even have no idea that ice storm was coming.
They had ideal. They just be prepared for it.
They didn't know it was going to be as severe as.
yeah, I mean,
Because I had my ticket scheduled and everything. I was on my way. I was about to go turn that in Texas.
So, but you know what?
But you
Here,
would think that
it
is
brought
what
up
would
a lot
make.
of things. What
But
you
you would
say,
think that is
conscious?
what would make people. But you would think that that's what would make people prepared. You're talking about a natural disaster. Why is anybody underestimating a natural disaster? You should be overly prepared for a disaster.
that is true.
Oh
Anything
yeah,
with
I
the
mean, have general canned goods.
anything that got the last name disaster on it, baby, you need to be overly prepared for
Yeah.
that thing.
Candles,
The non-perishables, water. Always have, and this is just a learning. This right here is lesson learned. Definitely, I'm gonna have. I had water in there. I had some cases of water, but we weren't anticipating our lights going out. That was something we didn't foresee that happening. The lights going out. We knew it was going to be cold, but at this time of the year, we don't get weather like that. And right now it's 70 degrees today. We're wearing
Wow.
t-shirts and shorts.
Mm.
Even like with me, I had a jock strap on under my clothes and I wasn't freezing. But I think that, next time I'm going
That
to
ass is
prepare.
always hot, baby.
Right.
always hot.
Which says he was showing the cleavage. But I think that I'm gonna prepare because we're having hurricane season is coming up, Jay. So
You know what?
know,
That affects Houston more than it does San Antonio because Houston is that Gulf city, so it affects you
yeah,
all more.
yeah. So definitely, I'm
You
definitely.
need to get it
Even,
together. Y'all need to get it together with y'all infrastructure. I can't understand.
Right, I was just about to say that.
The fourth largest city in the country. Either y'all get flooded or y'all can't handle snow. I mean, what is going on?
listen, that's the powers that be they were incompetent.
Okay.
Then you had Cruz. Cruz, he ran to Cancun.
Lord have mercy.
But then blamed his daughters, because they wanted to go. What about, okay, send your daughters. You stay.
Well, he lied.
Well, he lied on them because it wasn't
It
even
was his wife who wanted to go, and then she sent that text message and got
not only his wife, but he invited his college roommate.
Oh yeah, so I saw that as well. And even but y'all, that just the craziness, just our we were definitely not ill prepared. And even like with me, the pipes burst. There was a pipe that's burst. So the contractors are there. They've been there all this week. So everything they had to paint. The painters are painting. So there all of that, it was a domino effect. The painters can't paint because they're working on the pipes. Then I have furniture being delivered. So it's been really crazy. But
well, I'm sure
yeah,
that
I will.
that pipes and painting are going to be something that your home is going to be very accustomed to.
Let me see. Where's this at? Where can I mute this? Let me mute this thing right quick. But you know what? Let me tell you, that's something that I can tell you. Not my ministry, honey.
Whew.
Okay. I thought you were an atheist.
I'm not. Look, baby, not no Texas mud duck here. Guys, during everything that's happening, even with the natural disasters we've been experiencing, Biden has a lot on his plate right now. There's a lot with this COVID relief bill. Guys, what do you think about under this bill proposing a $15 increase in the minimum wage? Are you guys for it or against it? Cap?
I'm for it. I mean, the issue with all of this is that it's going to cause everybody else to go, okay, I need a raise in my pay too.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm for it. I mean, you're trying to get people to work. What more of an incentive to get people to work and giving them more money? It's about time. I mean, we lag behind in that to where in which people, work and work and work 3 and 4 and 5 jobs for what? Just to barely make ends meet. Enough's enough at this point. Give people a decent wage so that hopefully they can only work one job. But if they happen to work 2 to complete the cycle, cool. But this is ridiculous. It's enough.
But don't you think that may cut back the number of people that they're hiring because of that?
I mean, it could. I mean, that's the other drawback. It could cut back the amount of people, but it also could increase work. It could increase people actually going to work and wanting to work and applying to jobs and all of that. So it's a catch-22 a little bit, but I mean, at this point, people are out of work. Like, you know what I'm saying? So you got to do something.
Conscious. What about you? What's your stance on that?
I'm for it and against it, and I'm for it because I mean, obviously, like literally, there are statistics that prove that you literally cannot live on your own anywhere in this country on minimum wage alone, and that is a atrocity. That you cannot sustain independent living on minimum wage alone. The issue that I think is going to be with raising minimum wage to $15 an hour is inflation. So really, it will cancel out making $15 a fucking hour when everything else is going to go up. Food, product, rent, mortgage, everything else shoots up too. So unless they're going to somehow hold back the forces of inflation and capitalism while also increasing people's wages, then yes, that elevation will be perfect. If not, then it's really ultimately pointless.
Pain. You're muted.
She said that. She said that. She said that. Okay. Oh, period. Yes. Well, I think absolutely. You know what I'm saying? Absolutely. I feel like there is no reason that anybody in the U.S. should be making $7 an hour minimum wage. I don't see how they do it. I don't see how they could do it. A pussy hole could never. Okay, on period. Okay, I could not work a whole shift whole 8-hour shift and go home with less than $60. Like that's like what is you talking about? Like, yes, I believe that they should boost it up. They should definitely boost it up. It should be more than 15. Okay, like, shit, it should be 50. Let's do $50 an hour. Okay, on period.
Really?
Period to the period. And let's do a universal wage. Let everybody get the same $50 an hour, no matter what it is that you do. Okay, and that will encourage people to do what they love instead of what they have to do. And I think that'll make the world, at least the U.S., a lot better. That's just my personal thoughts on that.
Brother Jay?
Okay.
Well, first of all, no one is going to make it on $15,000 a year. I mean, that is just crazy. So they do need to increase the minimum wage. They've done it in Seattle, and people they're still working. Walmart gave their employees rather, an increase, and they thought that people were going to get cut. Well, hell, they don't put nobody at the registers anyhow when you need it. But guess what? They still have.
And they did cut people, Jay. They cut people in Walmart.
Yeah, but
outside at Walmart,
they may have had to cut people using the cash register, but they had to bring people in because you got to realize that when you're getting that product, you can't cut stock people, so you have to balance that out. I am with Payne on that universal wage. Is either going to make the lazy people lazy or the people who got motivation to go out and get a job to couple that money with a universal wage. I'm really concerned because, it's going to be a point in time where a lot of these jobs are going to be done by automation. And so what do we do? And unfortunately, the man wants cheaper labor, so he would rather go and get a machine to take your place than to pay you. He'd rather pay that upfront cost because he knows he's going to get a rate of return, So I agree. They should go ahead. I think the bill should have been separate, but,
A standalone bill, right, definitely.
For sure. My thought.
I think that this was problematic at the hospitals before because for surgical techs, there were surgical techs that worked for years and years, and they started out making maybe like $11 to $12, and the years went by, so they were getting little raises here and there. But then when surgical techs came out of school making $18 an hour, some of those people that had been there were pissed because the new hires were almost making as much as they were making. So if a person was coming to the job making $15, people are going to be pissed if they've been there forever making $19 or $18, and you come right off the street making 15, and we got the same. There's nothing different that you're bringing to the table.
A degree.
Well, I'm not saying, what if not with this universal, with the minimum wage thing? What if they raise it and someone is at a job, they're going to have to increase that person's pay. If they've been there, a housekeeper, because I suppose to have been a housekeeper, that's what some of the YouTube streets said. If I was a housekeeper, and I was making, oh, somebody got some feedback. Hello.
It's usually the last
all of a sudden. Okay.
It's usually the last person who came on.
Hello.
It's definitely not me.
We heard that last week.
But I think that the minimum wage should be raised, but I don't think to 15. But I think it should be raised, and I just think they should definitely. $7 is not enough, and depends on where you're living at as well. That should make a definitely. It should be considered.
Those plans, y'all going too low. They aiming too low. Now, if they go higher than what most people make, then there won't be no room to complain. If everybody get the same $50, now you talk about, oh well, I make 19. So what y'all gonna do for me? Like, girl, ain't nobody got time for all of that. We worried about the girls that ain't making, enough. You know what I'm saying? So, I feel like there's gonna be a lot of problems with that plan, and that's why there's some people opposing it, because they're like, what about me? Like, this is not about you right now. You know what I'm saying? It's like with the whole Black Lives Matter and people going around, oh, well, white lives matter too. This is not about you right now. Okay? Have several seats. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah.
And you know what? Congress gets increase of living expenses. So why can't the people? Why is it good enough for them to get a increase, but it's not good enough for anybody else to get an increase? And what it's saying is, all we want you all to do is be in poverty. Now, far as the universal wage and small businesses, you know what? Let me tell you what universal wage does. When people piss you off, you can quit your job and say, you know what, I still got insurance. I'm going to find somebody who's going to pay me more, do something. And it will cause employers to start offering things that are going to keep their employees, you know, to stay. I'm even thinking about the CNAs at these nursing homes. Those women and men, but mostly women, they work hard cleaning people, picking people up for $7, $10 an hour.
Well, this is a good. This person. I think that's something also to consider.
Age. Yes, I think age is very important, because, you know, sometimes children get jobs and they're not as experienced. You know, I started working when I was 13.
I don't think that's right. I don't think that's right. That's just like saying that I can't
you can't be giving no kid that much money.
No, but that's just like saying, well, because you don't have a family, you don't need vacation time. But this is a man and they got a family.
No, we didn't say family. We said age. We didn't say family. We said take in consideration.
But that's still in the same context. You know, I mean, if you 18 and can fight for your country, then you need to get paid.
And I was an underage worker at 14. I was working. I shouldn't have been working, but of course I was working as sugar daddy, getting them coins then.
Okay.
Not sugar daddies.
Country daddy.
Shout out Conscious TV. Okay, know you were doing that as well, I'm sure.
You was getting your coins off the floor.
Guys, okay, see.
Dust. Okay.
That is a few other things. Guys,
so elevated to dollars instead of coins on the floor.
Get that coinage. You're taking that SSI check now.
Okay,
guys. Now, what about this, guys? Would y'all proceed with marrying someone who's $50,000 in delinquent debt? Would you help them erase that debt? Okay, Conscious, because you said you like to build them up sometimes. So would you? We can't hear you.
You're muted.
You're muted.
Hell to the no, oh, to the no, oh, no, no, no. Okay, so here's the thing with me. I have things I do for boyfriends, and I have things I do for husbands, okay? For my husband, yes, 50 grand, I got it, boo. For my boyfriend, I'll help you get a job. You can pay that 50 grand, girl, and I will keep you motivated and cheerlead on and make sure that you're excited about paying down that 50G, sugar. Yes, when you are done working a hard job to pay down that debt, I'll make sure you come home to a fat ass, some juicy good sex so you can feel good and get up and do it all over again the next day. Yeah, that's be my role as the boyfriend, okay? For my husband, yeah, sure, absolutely. And that's on that.
Okay, Brother Jay.
It depends on what kind of debt. So if it's a student
50,000,
no, if it's a student loan, you can still get by because you can go to school and take one class. Okay, okay, all right. You can work around those student loans. But when it comes to other things, you know, and the thing is, I don't recommend anybody get married until they work out a financial plan.
About marriage.
Yeah, this is so.
It's not about marriage. This is. No. Would you proceed with marrying? Would you go for it?
This is what I'm saying. So my thing is, we would have to start working down these debts before we even cross the now. Let me know that we working on something. I mean, if it's $50,000, let's get to 25, and then we can start talking. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Because that may affect where you live.
Everything. Yeah.
That's you know what I'm saying? Because his debt becomes your debt. It depends on what state y'all joint. Y'all join together.
So y'all Siamese twins then, so it's definitely
Yeah, you be living in the basement apartment for the next 16 years. That ain't cute.
Okay, Christian.
um, yeah, definitely need to have a plan to work down some debt because, of course, like Jay Wilson said, it will affect you in the long run because your things will become one if you plan on marrying that person. So definitely have to have a financial plan. It is good to work on yourselves first before linking up and trying to conquer the world together and making sure that you're able to stand financially on your own and the extra person is a welcome adage to what you're trying to do and not a hindrance.
Okay, King Payne.
Yeah, on period. Yeah. So, love is love. If I happen to fall in love with somebody who is in $50,000 debt and we get married, let me just, keep it 100. In relationships, I prefer that we keep our finances separate, and that's just on period. But whatever it is that you are going through, I am here to help you get through it. Okay, whatever that entails. Okay, don't expect me. Okay, to just give you $50,000. Okay, but if this is something that is serious to you, you know what I'm saying, and I see that you're working towards it, you're communicating with me, or we're building something, you know what I'm saying, like I'm involved, you know what I'm saying, I don't know, maybe I'll give you a couple dollars here and there on your deal. But I gotta match your energy, okay? It has to be like, girl, you get 500, I'll give you 500. Let's get this shit out the way, like type of thing. But it ain't gonna be good. Don't be looking at me. I ain't no sugar daddy, none of that. Okay, on pure, you put a ring on this. Okay, you already got, okay, what you wanted. Okay, on period. So don't be looking at my finances. Actually, you know what I'm saying? When niggas start asking about my money, girl, I'll be all like, yeah, goodbye. Goodbye.
Okay, and you,
You don't need
Miss
to know about
Ebony.
none of that.
Miss Ebony, I'm with you. I love you, but I can't pay your debt. Listen,
Period.
I come in the pit. Listen, I meet you and you say, baby, I'm 50,000. Okay, I'm about bye. No, because if you're working on it, depends. If you're working on it, cool. But I know what I want to accomplish and I'll get with someone. We're going to be building together. That right there, that's a large amount of debt for me. it, let me say, if you're working on it, but if we're buying something, what the house gonna be in my name, the house, everything's
Okay,
gonna be
you're
in
gonna be like Andre Leon Talley. Okay, it's time for you to leave. But the thing is, it depends on what type of debt. Again, I've known people who had student loan debt and get beautiful homes. But the bottom line is, you just got to know what type of debt.
Yeah, but not everybody knows how to work around it.
Okay, well, if it's the IRS, hell no. But because you can't.
my Jay Dillinger. Okay,
Now, if you
down.
got to do a background check, then you don't need to be dating, okay? On
But you
period.
know what? Because you don't know what you're getting sometimes.
Mm-mm.
I wouldn't do it, but I don't. Listen, if you do it, more
That's
power
doing
to you.
too much, okay? That's doing too much.
Oh, Ebony said, I owe student loans. He owe child support.
Yeah, that child support will get you.
But do what
Okay.
you must. Do what
Okay,
you
listen. So that brings us to the next question. An 18-year-old couple wants to get married, but they want your input. Should they do it? What's your advice? King.
Absolutely not. Don't do it, girl. Y'all is stupid. Y'all is not in love, girl. Y'all feel like y'all in love, but it is not love, girl. You don't even know what love is, bitch. Okay, on period. Like, girl, do not get married. Just wait. If it's meant to be, it will be. Okay? Girl, just continue to be boyfriend and girlfriend. Okay, be his fiance for a couple more years. Make sure it's right. 18 is too young. There's plenty of fish. Okay, on period. Yes, in the sea.
Okay, conscious.
Synchronicity just happened. Um, so If you would have asked me this a few years ago, I would have said, sure, live your best life, get married young, do you. But the gag is most marriages that begin at 18 end by the age of 27 to 29 years of age. So by the time you do get married, statistically, at 18, 19, you were already divorced and probably on to your second marriage. So I also feel like this. I now believe that people should get married once they fully know themselves and have lived a full life. That gives you time to really get your whole phase out, to really get your like to grow up and mature, to live enough to actually know what you want so that your relationship can actually be consistent. Because when people get married, like before they've really grown up, now y'all done got married, you done met somebody, y'all both 22 years old, 18 years old, but now y'all at 30 and y'all different people. Y'all in different places. Y'all are not even compatible how y'all were 10 years ago. And so there's a lot of things that can change in both of you as individuals.
Not knowing if they're top or bottom, even then.
They may come in a whole top and want to end on a bottom's note. I mean, it can really happen. So, all those things take place. So, you got to give yourself time to really just grow up and get it together. So, yeah, I would say no, but be together. And if it's really, if y'all are serious and y'all are for real and the love is there, then I mean, 20, 30 years from now, you guys will still be together and marriage will still be on the table. So let the test of time be the reward, how you reward your relationship by getting married.
Okay, Cap.
We are not our grandparents nor our great grandparents. It's a different age. I would say grow up, live your life. You could still be together without getting married to kind of work through those kind of moments.
Well, my great grandmother was screwing when she was 14 because she got married then.
Well, all right.
Okay, so what?
Shout out to
that ran Jay off. Jay, wait. Okay, he back. Okay.
Well, I mean that's happened for a lot of our grandparents and stuff like that. So that's why I'm saying that it's a different age, it's a different time, and we need not to kind of stick to that. We need to definitely get to know ourselves, experience life, and then when the time is right and everything is settled, then you can take that step. It doesn't mean you have to break up with the person. Y'all could just have a long engagement, and you can roll your eyes all you want, sir. But it's like, live your life. We don't have to do this, rushing to create this family. There's a lot of access we have out here, and we need to utilize it. That's all.
Okay, Jay.
My camera went off when you said 14. Mary had a little lamb.
Well, look at Elvis Presley. I mean, people were doing stuff.
Yeah, but let me say this. It's an exception, not the rule. Some people may get married young and they will stay together. They know that they belong to each other, and I'm not mad at that, but that's the exception, not the rule. I just think that people have to grow, especially if you're going to college. You may live in a small town and the pickings may not be great, but once you go to college, you have people from all over the country. So, that may be an issue. So I just think that it depends on the person, but I think you should wait. There are some people who are 30 that shouldn't be getting married right now because they still don't know who they are. So I just think that it depends on the person, but I think 18 is really young.
I think, and you should, for me, I would say live together before you get married. That's just my belief, because you don't know who a person is until you live with them. And when I say live with them, after you've dated for a while, you're going to move together, see how they pay bills. Do they work with you on things, before you marry? And I know that's a new age belief, people from my generation, much younger than your generation, Jay, so we may do things differently.
We're not that old from each other.
Yes, we are actually. It's my turn right now. Would y'all block Jay, Jess, Lynn, Time and okay. Um, guys, so this is a pretty. Anyways,
My generation was the greatest generation. It was Generation X. If it wasn't for Generation X, you all wouldn't have computers and you wouldn't have the technology that
or
you
we
have.
wouldn't have the Underground Railroad. Um, Listen, I think
Hallelujah.
uh, look,
Anyway.
yo, okay, this is a little
Okay,
different.
treat the bedroom. Continue. Mary had a little lamb.
Uh, can the type of music a person listen to be a complete turnoff? And I'm gonna go with King Payne since music is your thing.
Uh, I think so. Yeah, to an extent, yeah. If you listen to a certain type of music that I'm not particularly fond of, and say like you're a huge fan, like you just really, really gotta hear it. Like you play it over and over, and it's just like just something that's like just like some heavy metal or something, and you just Now when I get in your car, I'm like, okay, great. You know what I'm saying? Like if you have to play it when I'm with you, then it's then, yeah, it's turn on. But like if I mean, I don't have the music don't have to be on when we kicking it. You know what I'm saying? We could chill. But if you know what I'm saying? If I get in your car and you got all this heavy metal and stuff
And y'all
on,
may make your own music of passion.
okay, on period. Yes. Yes.
Uh,
Music don't have to particularly we can get on some frequencies and vibe out. Have y'all ever done that?
all right, now just okay. You better enlighten them, enlighten
Okay.
everyone. Cap,
Okay.
A person of music myself, do I think it's a turnoff? No. Because music is universal and we all, listen to different types of music and it's good to be open to at least listening to someone's different musical expression. Um, I mean, you learn a lot about a person from the music they listen to. Trust and believe it. You learn a lot about a person from the music they listen to. So it's definitely very important.
conscious, some trade.
First of all, I was offended that this was even on the docket. I'm like, what? Are we over 18? Like, am I really not going to date somebody because of their music?
Right.
So,
No,
now
he said lose interest in someone because of
Yes,
them.
but you lose interest. Oh, I mean,
Like if every time
okay,
I'm around you, you got this heavy metal stuff on, and I can't even concentrate or be comfortable because I'm trying to figure out what the hell these hoes are saying on this radio. Like, yes,
it's some dark goth. What if they're listening
Okay,
to some type of dark goth and it's like Satan is my ruler? If they're listening to heavy metal, what if it's got like the N word in it or something?
but it's a lot of
you see that.
Time to go.
But it's a lot of hoes who got Satan in them who claim to be Christians. So I mean, you don't have to be like explicitly satanic in order to be satanic. I mean, that's and what King Payne is describing is different from the question because like if you're playing loud ass music, that's more so of like you being rude as fuck. But just like you're liking to a certain type of music, no, because I'm a fan of all music. I listen to punk. I listen to opera, R&B, hip hop. Like I'm a music enthusiast. That's why I got like music symbols and shit all over my damn arms. I write music, so I love all music. But so no, of course not.
But
like,
I'm thinking, but the way I'm thinking of it is like you just meet somebody and y'all going on a date and he wants to get to know you better and he thinks that it's romantic. When you pull up and he got this heavy metal on.
And it doesn't have to be loud. That's just the heavy metal.
Loud. It's just heavy metal. It's that way he set the mood. I'm just not a fan of his mood. Like I'm not in the mood for that. Okay? Like,
okay. But
if you're willing to, okay, I'll listen to a couple of your songs, listen to a couple of my songs, okay, we can do that. But there's different type of men. Okay, some men don't let you touching their music now, and they don't want to hear none of your stuff. Okay, so if I'm chilling with you and you always got on stuff I don't want to hear, yes, I'm not going to favor you too much. And that's
then again, you might have to think about the type of men you be around if that's the case, because
okay, period. Because
I mean, but here's another issue.
Because Trey like to listen to that kind of music. Well, they like hard, heavy rap
gangster
mostly.
rap and stuff
Yeah.
like this. So
But
Now
here's
that's making love music there. But what
y'all
you
don't know
say?
how many gangsters I done put on to Beyonce and big heavy Beyonce fans now. Okay, on period, gays.
What were you gonna add, Conscious?
That was their cover. Is you put me
Right,
on?
exactly.
That was the cover story, baby. I was gonna say that the question is still petty because it's like, I mean, what type of petty? Like, when do you end with what you don't like about somebody? Like, I mean, if you cannot date somebody because of their like the music, I mean, what? Now you don't want to date them because of their favorite color or because.
When I saw that question in the group, I was like, this is something that I'd like to pose to the guys because I never thought about music really not making me interested in the person because I listen to everything. So I'm with a lot of the people in the comments. Jay, what about you?
You know what? I'm sorry. I had a person that I could not deal with because of their music, and they like Marvin Cease and Tucker. And if I hear Candy Liquor one more time, I'm done. I'm like, you know what? I can't
After that song, you probably was done.
No, I wasn't. I just, it's just, it was, and you know what? The song kind of reflected the person. A Miller beer.
I was just going to say, was he like Cedric the Entertainer with those big, like the Steve Harvey type of dressing?
You know, real country. Just, I'm like, It's just, it turned me off. And I don't know. It was just that type of music. I don't know. It was just that type of music. And every time I heard it, it just reminded me of people playing cards and old men and people with creased jeans. I'm like, I can't. And I'm serious. It really was a turn off.
Well,
Let me lick you up. Let me lick you down. Oh my God!
Oh, I know that's right. I know that's right.
Come on, you don't know Jody, baby.
I like those lyrics.
You don't know Jody, baby.
I know Cap like those lyrics. But the thing is,
Cap, you a candy liquor?
I am.
Yeah. So I was gonna say, listen, I had someone, my friend with the dreads. I always say the dreads. He took me on a ride. Well, I bet he did. I was in his car. We were riding in the car, and he was playing the baby.
Ooh.
So after I listened to the baby for about an hour, I was like, somebody need to get a stitching cord and whoop the baby's ass because I don't want to hear the baby for a whole hour. I was like, okay, see, this is why we're at this place that we're at right now. And you know what? I can listen to anything. I can listen to Enya to Lil Wayne. You don't understand. I can't understand some of the crap that Lil Wayne says, but he has good beats. So guys, was there anybody else wanted to input on that question?
No, we're ready to send that question on its way.
Right.
Where's Candy drinking again?
Oh, y'all, what isn't allowed when you've been friend zoned? When you've been friend zoned, what isn't allowed, Cap?
Hold on, when we like me been friend zone or the other person?
When you've been friend zoned, what isn't allowed? What is the person allowed to question you about certain things, or what? Where to me, friend zoned is like you're not having.
Well, I mean, that all depends on the level of friendship that you kind of set.
Because
But
I friend zoned someone, but I was still,
yeah, that's what I'm
getting a
saying.
little Scooby snacks, and he was still munching on my snooch. But we were just friends.
Exactly, but that's why I was
That
going.
ain't friend zone. Like you cut, like that's called.
We're friends. Yes, we're friendly with each other.
That's
friend zone. That's cut friend zone. Cut. You got to put that cut in front of friend zone. Cut friend zone.
Ciao. Cap.
Well,
Okay.
like I was saying, I think it kind of first depends on the level of friend zone that you plan on using. But if it's just a regular friend zone, like we used to do other stuff, now we're just friends. You don't question me at all. Like, don't where you been, who you been with, who's that calling, all that kind of stuff. No, we
Who
ain't
was
doing
that leaving when I was coming? That kind of stuff. Why those underwear on side of the bed? It's
well,
like you can't ask me
your
that because
place,
that's none of your damn
your
business.
place should be cleaned up. You shouldn't be inviting other folks over and your place look a mess where you got
I know
drawers
that's right. I'm saying this for a friend. This happened to.
flinging around. But yeah, no, it shouldn't be. It should be very just, how's life? How's life? How's the job? How's the family? If they know some of them, and just keep it, kind of keep it very zone-ish. Don't try to, invite new things into the friend zone because that just complicates things for some people. So just keep it. Just
King
keep.
Payne.
I think he left.
King Payne.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
Okay, I'm
All
sorry.
right.
oh,
Doing something.
What?
Now got
What?
crooked.
Oh,
Okay.
you on the other end of the couch.
Just my crown.
Heavy is
Okay,
heavy is the head that wears the crown.
okay.
Oh,
So
the
what was
head
asked?
is
What was the question?
One of those.
I'm
We got
sorry.
to
Can you
do
repeat
I
the
was saying,
question?
what is or isn't allowed when you've been friend zoned?
When I friend zone somebody or when somebody friend zone me?
When you've been friend zoned.
Nothing. Okay, on period.
Oh, well,
But you
that can go either
never.
way. I mean, if you're the person or you friend zone them, what's your stance?
So somebody friend zone me. Okay, and I was
Because it should
once.
be both ways.
If there was a time when I wasn't in the friend zone, you know what I'm saying, then the pussy hole could never put me back in the friend zone. You know what I'm saying? If I made it out the friend zone, like if I, you know what I'm saying, I did, we did, or you know what I'm saying, things happen. You know what I'm saying, we dated or something like that. I'm always gonna be that nigga. Okay, and that's just on period. But yeah, I don't get put in the friend zone. Okay, on period. That's that on that. But if I put somebody in friend zone, that means don't touch me. Try not to text me. Try not to call me. Leave me alone.
Tags. That's
Oh,
Yeah, that's what I said. I said
angry.
try not to. Try not to. Like I said, I'm always gonna be there. But try not to. You know what I'm saying? If you need me, I'm gonna be here as your friend. And that's just
Okay. Brother Jay.
what is friend zone?
Friend zone is they're not your boyfriend. You don't have any desire to pursue a relationship to a deeper level. You don't want them
Okay,
to
wait,
be
hold on.
your
Can
main.
you say
That don't mean that you've been put in the friend zone. You can be nothing but friends, nothing sexual, no kissing, no hugging, no.
But people have different ideas. There's different variations though, Payne, of friend zones.
Mm-hmm.
No, see, I'm gonna wait
Go
my
ahead,
turn.
Conscious. Go ahead, Conscious.
Okay. Okay, so see, that's the messy shit that y'all male species do. Y'all always like to muddy the damn water, and that's why
Here we
they
go
ended up
with this.
confused
Here we
and
go.
not knowing they left from their
Where's my
damn right.
violin?
Friend zone is somebody you've been dealing with on one level or another who you eventually decide is better off in the friend zone than anything else. Once that happens, that means that friendship building needs to begin, because when it doesn't, and friend zoning involves licking on the lollipop every now and again or eating the cakes every now and again,
Yep.
but then you don't want a bitch to question you and
But
be
you put it in my face.
you, huh?
That's why I said what I said earlier.
In my face.
What?
Who coughing?
If
Is that Corona?
He said if it's put in his face, he's gonna munch
in
on
my
it.
face.
Basically.
No.
I rest my case.
Jay, did you finish what you were
Okay, so I got it. And when you're in that friend zone, you shouldn't be playing with folk. You shouldn't be playing with folk. I don't want you romantically, so it's not we gonna get together and we're gonna be kissing friends. No, if that person is, it's different because you don't want to go to that next level. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I don't know. So It's different. If you're not, yeah.
I'll be like, oh, you still want to kiss me, okay? You still want all that is and all that is. Like,
but the thing is,
stop playing with me. I pull up just like that. Like, oh, you don't want me no more?
I don't know.
Let me find out. You don't want all of this. Let me find out. Okay, period.
If it's the
you were conscious with this cleavage tonight.
Yeah, if it's the friend zone, then I really wouldn't want to do that anyhow. You see what I'm saying? I wouldn't. I mean, if you in the friend
zone, wait, conscious? Yes. Are you thinking about something? We're talking about friend zone. What are you thinking about up there when we?
I was agreeing with reasoning. See,
okay, reasoning, Jay. I'm sorry. What were you saying? Finish, Jay.
Reasoning.
Well, no, the benefits is because you like them attractive. I don't know. If I'm looking at friend zone, then I ain't really hot for you anyhow, and that's all we can be as friends. So, this is your lane. Now, that's another thing when you like somebody, y'all, you don't want to really go no farther, but they cute and stuff, you know what I'm saying? That's another thing. But, some people just going to be friends, okay? Some people are going to be friends, period.
But there's language to describe it. Like reasoning says there is friends and then friends with benefits. So if your friend zoning, not a friend with benefits, friend zoning.
You know what? No, I don't even know. Okay, you know what? I don't know. That could be like you said. It could be mud in the water. Now, I was in a situation before I was in love and stuff.
Okay, make sure you clarify that.
You got to clarify everything. But at the end of the day, we weren't kicking it no more. So I'm like, okay, thank you. And he said, well, we can be friends. No, we can't. No, we can't. We got to move on. Move on.
I'm just like that.
We can't be friends. Because my thing is, okay, you say friends with your mouth, but when I start dating somebody, then you getting all up in your feelings.
And that's when you check them and keep it moving.
That's right.
No. You can't. Let me say this. I'm with Kang Payne. If you done dabbled and dibbled in the arts, and then all of a sudden somebody ain't interested no more, that ain't friend zone. You need to go. You need to go because that complicates some things. Okay, it complicates some things. That's that complicates some stuff.
Our friend zone.
One person to get drunk and start talking. Nope.
Let's see, there you go. That's the
people. Yeah, that's
the people you be around.
No, that could be anybody. I know these people's works in these communities, in this alphabet community. I know they work.
Yeah, but I'm saying that has a lot to do with dealing with certain levels of people. See, I don't. It's like Vegas when you deal with me. What happens in Vegas stays in Vegas. I don't do all like. Oh, I'm a.
And also, prostitution is legal as well.
All right, Vegas.
Yeah. I don't pay for
that.
No, I'm just saying in Vegas.
Look at him all in his spirit. Okay, Vegas.
But I think I friend zoned someone, and after we accidentally had sex like 4 times, after that I was like, listen, we can't do this anymore. No more drinking.
To make sure.
We was listening to Trina and Lil Kim, and things happen. But I think that I'm that person that I'll be like, let's be friends, because you don't have any endeavors or anything, and I could give you advice as a friend, but I don't want to be in a relationship with you. I don't want us to be cohabitating ultimately with each other.
See that? But see,
you're a very passionate person, Conscious. I can be clinical and know the difference.
But here's my issue, because it's like if you also in the habit of like friend zoning people and then having sex with people that you friend zone, and then you get in a relationship and you want to keep them same people in the circle. It's like I'm not comfortable with the majority of your friendship group being somebody who done.
But
let me say this.
None of my close friends. Have you hunched him? Yeah, we did it. That was in 1997.
But that's when you're dealing with people who like to.
But then, are you gonna tell a lie to your spouse? Are you gonna tell a lie to your future person that you're dealing with? Because then
No.
If I'm not asking you who you dated 10 years ago, you're not gonna be saying.
Well, I mean that part is true too.
No, because some people hunching presently, okay? And some of these people in their life now. No,
Well, then you don't need to be in no relationship if you hunt.
Okay.
well, no, not necessarily.
Listening to Candy
You
Lippin.
can actually get with somebody and really fall in love with them, but then it depends on the person who you with. But some people get a little leery. You with these friends all the time. No.
I dated a Jay Wilson that was just like that. I dated my version of a Jay Wilson. He was very much the same, but I was like,
I know your work, Rebel, that needs a lot of coal. No, that's
but he always wanted some snooch. But
whatever. I'm just a single man.
But y'all, so okay, this next question was security cameras in the bedroom. Okay, if a person wanted to have security cameras in the bedroom because they were going to be gone for a few days for work.
Bye.
Do you think if they say, well, baby, I trust, because things happen. What if somebody break in? Or, what if they wanted to, okay.
No.
Christian, what you think? What's your stance?
No, sorry. Bye. Can't do that. That's too much.
That's like having in the bathroom.
For all that, if you wanted to watch me that bad, I could FaceTime you. We could do some kind of video conference, Zoom, or whatever the case. You don't need a security camera watching me so you can get your rocks off and or watch me to see if anybody else coming in the bedroom besides me. That's where trust becomes a huge problem. And when I can't trust you, I can't deal with you. Mm-hmm. And therefore the exit is that way. That's it.
Conscious?
Well, you know what? I was going to talk a lot of crap, but the gag is, you know what? I'm used to men having this nooch in protective custody, so I'm used to cameras and surveillances everywhere. I'm used to not being able to leave the house. Okay, I'm used to having my phone and emails checked and rummaged through. And you know what? I don't mind it. I don't mind a man who knows that this nooch is a rare find, baby, and you got to keep these other predators up off
like a Pokemon. Got to catch it.
So the cameras in the bedroom, they ain't just for my sake. Well, they for his sake, but they for my sake too. There could be a predator looming outside the window, ready to harp on this rare snooch, this rare find.
What's gonna stop him?
I need all that.
Mm-hmm. But what's gonna stop him from hunching on you because of the camera? If he outside lurking,
at least we have evidence and we can identify the perpetrator.
And then you can put it on OnlyFans. Brother Jay?
Just use your outside cameras. You don't need all of that.
That works too.
Okay, because y'all, Jay got cameras if you want to get cute in San Antonio Drive. Okay. King Payne.
I would have hit him with babe, I thought you never asked. I was thinking the same thing. Okay, up here. Now we both gonna have access to these cameras, right? They're gonna set it up on both our phones. Okay, I just need to make sure I'm here when the security people come. Okay, on period, because those cameras gonna just as much as you gonna be using them to watch, I can use them hoes to watch you too. Okay, I'm not worried about it. See, when you're in a relationship, when you know that you're committed and you're faithful, you don't care about any of it. You know what I'm saying? Those cameras is there to secure our bedroom, not for you to watch me. And if you are watching me, I'll make sure that I'll put on a show every now and then. You know what I'm saying? Just be walking through, looking all good in my lingerie. Quit playing, you know what I'm saying? Playing my body yaddy in the bed, jumping, you know what I'm saying? Like, quit playing. Like, I want you to watch. That's just on period. So you all in France, thinking about me, watching me on camera. Yes, watch me. Okay, on period. Because if you watching me, you ain't watching nobody else.
Period.
And that's just on period.
And that's definitely a person that's insecure. That's insecurity for me. I would think you definitely, baby. That's
I want a
something
nigga to be insecure about me. I need you to feel like I could be gone at any second. That way, you always on your best behavior. Yeah.
Usually, people who do that are the ones who's not on the best behavior.
See, that part, Jay.
I'm gonna leave that alone.
You know what? You know what's so funny? People will lock their gym clothes up in a locker, but don't believe in protecting the real glory. You gotta lock your locker at the gym, but got an issue with the psychology of locking all this up but you will lock that purse up. You will
But
lock.
why would you
But that's an
lock
object.
that up? Why would you
Lock-
even feel that
lock
needs to
me
be
up,
locked
baby.
up?
Come on, South Carolina State Penitentiary.
Okay,
That's
well,
right.
somebody
That
has
sounds like a little, that sounds like a little fetish.
that's leaning toward S&M B
Yeah.
and D.
Basically.
Okay, y'all.
I've seen people lock a lot less up. I'll say that.
Oh, okay, me too. Okay, it be the raggly hoes. Okay, it be the raggly ones. Okay, I be like, damn, how did you get him in the house? I still single.
Mm.
Okay, I'm here. Where'd you find him at? He got
That
another.
speaks volume.
And I just
And
don't
look,
hear you.
and along that same vein, guys, what's the difference between having to come home at a respectful hour and having a curfew?
Your ego.
What's the difference, Conscious?
The ego, because they both accomplish the same thing. One is just better said and executed than the other. If you agree to come home to a decent hour, that is a curfew. But however, because you get to come home at a decent hour, that just makes you feel like you don't have a curfew. But nonetheless, you accomplish the same thing. So for me, it's just semantics. It's just a different way of executing one thing to get the same freaking result. Like, just talk to me nice. So you coming home on a decent hour, on a respectful hour, that's cute. But you know what? If that's what have you come in this house by 8:30, then that's fine with me. But I really don't see. Well, you know what? Change it 6. Okay, by noon.
Brother
Oh.
Jay.
First of all, who you coming home to? That's what I'm trying to say. Because my thing is, I may not come home. So it depends on what and who. So are you all in a relationship or are you?
This is someone that's telling you if you're in a relationship and they
Okay.
say, don't close the club. Don't stay until the club closes.
Okay, I needed some clarity. That was just a clarifying.
Don't come home in this house after 12, after midnight.
Well, my thing is this.
You ain't in a decent hour.
My thing is this. You know, I don't know. I don't think it should be curfews. You know, my thing is if you have a good communication, I'll be home and this is what's going on and I'll see you when I get there. I mean, you grown.
Cap?
Yeah. I mean, I agree. The person you grown. I'm not policing you. So you know, it should be an hour that's respectful. Don't be coming here when the sun come up because you could go to your place when the sun comes up. Don't come here. That's just that.
Okay. King Payne. You're muted. You're muted, King Payne.
Did I miss the question?
It was if
curfew.
a curfew. What's the difference between having to come home at a respectful hour and having a curfew? Do you just come home? Do you have to be told, don't come home when don't stay till the club closes?
No. See, I always shut the club down. Okay, and that's just on period. I got you always shut the club down. Okay, period. You never know.
Okay, because there's money on the flow.
Waiting around for me. Okay, I'm here. No, because the niggas normally wait until the end of the club to approach you. You know what I'm saying?
Wait. You have a man at home, King Payne.
Huh? I'm saying.
You have a man at home, and he's saying, "I don't want to go out with you tonight," and you're going out. Do you say, do you stay till the club closes, or do you come in before that?
In when the hell I feel like.
Okay.
That's disrespectful.
I wish you would. I wish you would say a time.
Okay,
that's
disrespectful.
But I wish you would say a time. Like, don't play me. I'm gonna
That's
be there.
disrespectful. That's probably why you like that. Oh,
Trade. That's trade. That's
I'm gonna come back when I feel
because I think we're grown. This is the thing. I'm gonna be mindful that this is a person we're gonna respect each other. I'm not gonna do it to you. Don't do it to me. I will come in if I'm telling you I'm going out with my boys. This is my boy's birthday. We're gonna go out tonight. You're free to come with us, but if we stay till my friend wants to stay till 2:00 or 3, I'm gonna come in. Then you could have came with us. But I think you should
Okay, so
you should be respectful.
But if the
let
son
me be.
comes up, do you think that that's appropriate?
No,
I want to be. I want to be reasonable. If there's something going on and there's a reason, like you're working late or you out at an event, you out with your friends, whatever, fine. But what I'm saying is, I do not believe in just coming into the house in general whenever you feel like it. First of all, I didn't sign up to be in a motherfucking relationship to be sleeping alone. So have your black ass in this house and cuddle me to bed until the morning come too. Okay. If I wanted to be single and I wanted to be home alone and I wanted to wither up in my good comforter by myself,
guys in the chat, I want y'all to hear this.
Now, if this is happening every night, I
I
totally
wouldn't need your
understand.
ass. So have your ass home at a decent hour to be a boyfriend. Do what boyfriends do. Okay?
No, if this is
The
happening
fact that you
every
gotta
night,
tell
I
somebody
totally
that
understand.
is problematic.
Because grandfather would have never.
Friday, Saturday, but Thursday, Friday,
Granddaddy would
Saturday,
have
I'm gonna be at
never.
the club, and that's just on period.
And they
Okay,
know when they meet you, they should know that that's what
Right.
you do. If they're
you met
cool
me
with
at the
that,
club. Met me
Okay,
at
wait.
the club.
okay.
Bottles going up. You know what I'm saying? Quit playing. Let's take
If
a
Did
that's
you
picture.
say bottoms going up? You said-
You said, because you
Don't
have, oh well, okay.
Yes. Yeah, so but
You
yeah,
know what?
absolutely.
No, it should be some
Happening every
communication.
night. If your
And
man
you
is
know,
out
it should
every
be some
single night and you in the
communication.
bed alone every night,
It should be some.
absolutely go off.
It should be some communication. You know, my thing
Yeah,
is,
communication is key,
you know,
definitely.
like
communicate your
gonna
ass
be
home.
here. You know, no, because then nobody wants to be with a nagging, bossy person
It
either.
ain't a nagging. Be in a damn
So my thing
relation.
is
Be
this.
in a damn
My thing is,
relationship.
how would you might tell me that? I'm
Come
like,
on, go out with them.
listen, the thing is, you communicate and say, "Hey, this is what's going on," and I understand. You know, I mean,
Communicate is not you being home, being the masculine counterpart to all this beautiful femininity, protecting me. Okay, you can't. What am I gonna do with your communication when somebody's is trying to burglarize and steal the snooch? You
well, no,
already
you
got
got cameras. You got
already got
cameras.
You got cameras. Then there was the one you wanted to tell me, right?
now you want to come
Help
Because
home
to protect
whenever
that's
you
Still
want to.
suit.
Okay.
because there's definitely an epidemic of snooches being stolen.
Communication. Sometimes
Gotta
people
lock it
need
up.
they need some space. Jeez.
That's right,
Right.
marinated.
Get your
Ah,
space and have your space out ass in this home at a respectful
Somebody
time.
seems a little clingy.
Right.
hello, okay.
Clean your
Needy
ass
much,
to this.
needy much.
Cling to this relationship. You goddamn right.
Look at
Cling
it.
on.
Don't you got that
Yeah.
ink to keep you warm?
Now protect the snooch.
So, yo, okay, next question. Do you guys believe kids that are raised in single parent homes miss out on an important dynamic between the man and the woman? Brother Jay.
It depends on the dad and the mama, because some daddies are home and they still unavailable. Some children are living in single parent homes with a daddy still living there or a mama still living there. They are emotionally unavailable. So my thing is, it depends on the parenting. However, you know, some women or men are single by no fault of their own. So I do think there is a dynamic to see people work together to work things out. They get a sense of, you know, that, but it depends on the parent. It depends on the parents, rather. So yeah.
Now how
Cat.
you just gonna skip my answer like that?
Yeah, I think it definitely depends on the parents. Like Jay Wilson said, there are plenty of households where they have two family households and one of the parents are kind of, you know, absent from a lot of things, just there to either pay the bills or, you know, don't really interact with the children. So that part plays a factor. Mm, It's a lot. It's a lot that plays into that, but good one though. I don't know. I mean, I grew up in a household where my mom, for some time, raised us by herself, and then my stepdad, who was my oldest father's father, came back into the picture. So I don't know. I experienced that kind of single mother for a little bit, but then a whole family unit. So I don't know.
King Payne.
Absolutely. I think that kids that grow up in single family homes definitely differ from kids that grow up with their mother and father in the home. I think that for heterosexuals, that seeing that relationship is very important. Um, I think it's also important for us as gay men to see it. To see the two intertwine. But I feel like um, in LGBT relationships, you can sometimes you're both. You know what I'm saying? And I
Mhm.
feel like that's in those instances, that's when those type of relationships work, when it's more of a 50-50 type of thing than a just you take out the trash and I'll pay all the bills or something like that.
Okay, and I could agree. My stance is a lot like yours, King Payne. Um, Conscious.
Yeah, I agree with what everybody practically said. But I do want to clarify. It's important if you have healthy mom and dad in the house to actually, to see what a healthy relationship looks like, to see how healthy people communicate, how healthy people resolve issues, how healthy people are mindful of each other. Yes,
Right.
like we are a people who are led by examples and powerful examples. So that type of that type of like example in one's life can be very impactful, but also it doesn't, even if you don't have that and you're being raised by a single parent, as long as that single parent is a healthy, loving, conscious parent,
Right.
you can
Mhm.
still extrapolate and observe all the same things and be a well-adjusted person who has well-adjusted romantic relationships in your life. Yes.
Right.
And even with, I think like with my mother and my stepfather, because my stepfather had been there since I was a child, a baby. I think that I witnessed good times and bad. So when I would be in high school and they'd be arguing, I would usually put my Bluetooth wireless earbuds on in high school and listen to them to drown out the arguing.
Please,
But
you gotta plug
uh,
in.
anyways, but I think that you do. It has to be a healthy relationship because people can be married and miserable for 50 years,
Right.
and you're watching this, and you've watched this toxic relationship, and that's the only that right there is the template that you have
Hmm.
for a relationship is what you've observed.
Right.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
guys, so we're up on our last question, and it's a little a little petty question. A petty question.
Jesus.
Do you swallow? No, I'm just kidding. The petty question is
No,
name name a petty reason you can't date someone. A petty reason that you can't date someone. Cap.
Oh, yeah, but the first. A petty reason I can't date someone. Uh, I don't know of a petty reason I can't date someone, but I will say this: since I'm a small guy, if you're overly like really big, like
Oh,
my
y'all
six
send this
hundred,
email. Send the hate mail to his email.
my six,
Uh,
no, if you're like my 600 pound life, that you're not trying to kill me. I mean, I'm sorry, I can't. That's just too much.
conscious.
Being being a basic minded bitch, like I cannot I cannot date somebody who is not intellectual, who does not
But see,
stimulate my
that's a more serious thing. I'm talking about something
yeah,
petty. A petty. Do you think that's
petty.
petty? Because
Well, I
what
mean,
Christian said was more
the only reason why I
superficial.
said petty is because most people don't really, they don't even care about kind of if you can do all this brain stuff. So I just don't. But petty, I guess I don't have petty. Like I don't petty. Hold on, let me think. Petty. Petty,
Like if
petty.
he have long toenails or if he pissed
You
on the
can clip,
toilet. I mean,
you can clip your toenails. You can flush behind. You're like all those things are dealable. Petty. I don't. Maybe I probably I don't have petty. Petty is like
this is a good one.
that's not a petty fucking
That's
reason.
not petty. That's not petty. You start talking to
That's a
somebody with
big
big butt.
fucking
That's a
reason.
big one.
Somebody.
You start waking up talking about some hello. You like
It smell like a Sasquatch, okay?
But you got to live with that daily.
yeah, right. No way.
King Payne?
Absolutely. I feel like the too short thing is more me, and even too tall. I don't want you to be too short or too tall. Like I need you to be.
But it depends, King Payne, is where his waist comes at to on your body, because that may be something that's beneficial.
So your waist. I mean, so if your waist is not proportionate, okay, like here go petty one. Disproportionate, okay? I need you to be proportionate. I don't need your body to be all bad built, okay? Be proportionate. I need to make sense. I don't need your knees to be almost to the floor, okay? I don't need you to be walking around with 3 hips instead of 2. You know what I'm saying? Just I just need it to make sense visually.
Cohesiveness, yes.
Jay?
I don't like people with wandering eyes. I need street vision. That's petty. Okay.
So no Wiley for you.
Oh,
he got wandering eye. Oh, okay. I didn't even realize.
well, it's involuntary.
I didn't even realize that until you said that.
I do have one, Rebel.
You must not watch the
one.
show.
What's that?
I don't think nobody does.
If I had a petty one, it would be bad fashion sense. I cannot, because I need to be visually stimulated. If you are you can't dress, girl. You can't coordinate an outfit. You don't know how to blend and mesh colors, and you don't know what look good on your legs and how your top need to fit and how the jacket need to be taken. I need a nigga who can keep up with the fashions. Like you gotta know how to give it, or just don't be bad at it. Even if you don't do the extraness, don't be bad at it.
They always steal my swag. They always do. I always beat the niggas that don't wear chains and don't wear the skinnies and don't do the things. And as soon as they see me popping, and I'm dripping the sauce. You know what I'm saying? Next thing you know, they trying to wear my clothes and go to the same stores I shop at and use my discounts and talk to my freaking stylists. Like they be on it. So I be like, yeah, it just be crazy. And then when they feel like they got the swag and they got the juice, they don't need you no more. They start acting out. They start acting out so many times. Okay,
you know what?
Have I taken on a project and it just turned against me? Have you guys ever just taken on one of those projects where you took, okay, you're not really my type, but I can work with him. I can do something with this. You know what I'm saying? Okay, on period.
No, I go the other way.
You fix them up, okay, and then after you fix them up, girl, they start getting all big headed and stuff, and then they don't need.
Have you ever heard that saying about if you buy someone's shoes, they'll walk
don't buy them shoes and don't buy no car.
Yeah, but it's the same thing. When you fix them up, you fix them up for somebody else.
Yes, we've all heard that, and it's very true. Okay, and if everyone has made the mistake a time or two, okay, but once you make that mistake, you learn that it's very true, and you don't do that again. Okay, I learned to not buy them the shoe, show them where to get the shoe, and even help them and show them how to get the discounts. Okay, on here because Different King Payne is what y'all don't know is the king of the discount. Okay, I get a discount everywhere, and that's just on period.
And you know what? I think what for me a petty something that happened after the fact was this guy I met, and we were hanging out and we were intimate. Surprisingly, we were intimate, and I met his mother.
Oh,
after I met his mother, yeah, because the snooch is very good. But when I met his mother, all I could see when we would be intimate was his mother's face because he looked just like his mother.
Mm.
You know what?
So-
That's like that lady husband on the Potomac. He looked just like his mama, the
I-
football player.
I couldn't.
Oh,
I
yeah,
couldn't. 'Cause
yeah,
all
yeah,
I could
yeah,
see,
yeah. He does.
all I thought was his
Okay,
mother. I
so
was
now you
sleeping
thought
with his.
you was in, because now you thought that you was in bed like with a whole trans woman.
So and then, and the thing is, he had, and then I started looking. I said, well, he is built like his mother as well,
Mm.
because
So
just
what's wrong
he
with
had
that?
little hips. But I bypassed the hips because this piece was great. But when I saw his mother, I said, no, you've been friend zoned now.
Well, maybe she got a great piece too.
Oh, God.
Okay, you know what?
Oh my God.
Guys, y'all, we have completed another gentleman's panel. I've had a great time with you guys. I want to go down the list what you guys have coming up this week, starting with Cap.
I don't have pretty much anything coming up this week.
Or tonight.
Nope, nothing.
Nothing comes up at night, huh? But okay.
Nope.
The freaks come out.
Punches.
I have a premiere in like 7 minutes on my tattoo blog. That's about it for tonight. However, I did get invited to be on a panel by Scotty Nature TV, and we had a great conversation about the Black community and homophobia. So people should go over to that platform and check it out. We had a lot of other YouTubers on.
King, I'm gonna get you to come over. King, can you come over here since I'm moving in dust? Because you dust so damn much.
I got
It
people
was,
to do that. I'm about to have a whole dusting service in a little bit.
and it was really great because I have been really like antisocial on these streets forever. So to finally be to a point where I get to network and commingle and actually meet my peers, it was really freaking awesome. So it was a good experience.
King Payne,
Yes.
what do you have coming up
Oh,
this
it's on
week?
me.
Yes.
Okay, on period. Puriana to the period. It's the Official King Payne, y'all. Y'all already know what it is and what it ain't over here at the home of the lituation. Make sure y'all follow me at the Official King Payne right here on YouTube, the littest place on earth. And all week, okay, mark your calendars, okay? Circle every date on the calendar, because every day we keep it lit. And that's just on period.
Brother Jay.
I'm doing a lift every voice and sang off the
Ooh.
end Black History Month.
Oh,
Okay.
I'm about to come over here and win that money. You got some money on the floor?
All right.
You win it?
The money's gonna be on the floor. Yes, the money will be on the floor.
Baby, y'all stop trying to commercialize Black history. Okay, this is about the people. Okay, this is not about the money. This is about the people.
Every voice and sing.
You got some singers in San Antonio on YouTube. There are some singers from San Antonio.
There are a
But
lot of things.
Every voice.
yeah, so I definitely, guys, I'm gonna wrap it. Yeah, I definitely have to. My friends are on their way here, so we can move some more stuff tonight.
Move it.
And guys, again, it's been swell. Who's gonna host the next panel?
And
Yes.
who?
King Payne.
Oh Lord.
Okay.
Well, I hope you don't have no another audition.
Okay, I hope I don't either, because I got an audition on Saturday that I need everybody to show up to. I have to audition again on Bigo because they said I was late to my last audition. Okay, so Saturday at 2 o'clock, I want to see everybody on Bigo live. Okay, the Official King Payne is going at. Okay, and that's just on period.
And you know what? Yeah, I'm getting my life right now with Phoebe Fee and Just Jess. Girl, y'all look all these things that these men be doing. Y'all look.
His stomach can't protrude.
Can't be an opportunity with the rest of us. Then try to tough the shirt.
Lord have mercy.
Lord God.
This one right here.
Because I'm lost too. And that's just on period.
Okay.
If you don't white,
Okay, I'm with you, Lynn, on that, sis. Yeah, you done pissed all on the toilet. Who pissing on the toilet? A little house elf at night?
Oh
Little man.
Lord.
Okay, so y'all, let's we're wrapping it up, guys. I've enjoyed you guys' company. We've had a great time. Thank you guys for coming through, supporting the Gentleman's Panel. Like and share the video. Check out all the guys. Go check. If you haven't subscribed, subscribe. Check out the content, and enjoy the rest of your night, guys. We're out.
Yes.
And that's just on period.
Bye.